Welcome back here. It is the second quarterfinal matchup here in the CPL European Masters. Here, the second Millennium event of the 2016 season. I'm Matty Marshall, alongside Shelly Farmer and Nick Sloviak. So, the four teams playing here, it's going to be Breakout Spa taking on Frankfurt Syndicate. The winner of that game will take on the Tauntauns in the semifinals, and then Edmonton Impact taking on MLKings Prague. Breakout Spa, they won all three games in the prelims, but what didn't look very pretty, had some communication issues, and it looks like they're losing a body here on the D side right away to start out this one, but a penalty assessed on Frankfurt Syndicate. So a little bit of a bloodbath here to start things out on the D side of the field, and Archie Montemayor takes full advantage of the chaos and gets right into D3, and I don't think anybody picked him up, Nick.
No, I don't think anyone picked him either, Matty. I mean, he just wrap around and try to put a shot on the tower on the Dorito side, but he's already on Frankfurt Syndicate's side of the field, and you can see Frankfurt Syndicate there on your screen. The player in that corner bunker probably has a pretty good idea that Archie's on his side of the field, but you know, the scramble is real. And there's people dying all over the place off the break of that game. Penalty on Syndicate, bodies, you know, big breakouts on the side of Breakout. Archie Montemayor now just going to possibly streak down the field, gets a kill on that tower player. Only one player left alive, and that's Snake 2. He gets bunkered out. So very quick, hectic point going to go to Breakout Spa as they finish that with 4 bodies alive. So nice job by Breakout.
Yeah, a nice job by Archie there, Shelly. I mean, heads up play, saw that penalty break in front of him. He knew he lost a guy, but hey, if no one's shooting Archie Montemayor, he's going to push forward.
Yeah, Archie Montemayor doing all the work, and it's good because I think he's probably one of the best players we've seen Dorito's side on this field layout this weekend. And he's so consistent. He was the same in Barcelona. He's the same here. I think the only other great player we've seen this side is probably Brandon Cornell for coming at you.
Brandon Cornell has definitely been stepping up here on the D side. Ryan Greenspan. There's a couple other guys I'm trying to think. Houston Heat, Mishka played really well over here.
You'll see Ryan Greenspan now, won't we, Matty, with MLKings Prague.
Yeah, so MLKings here and Edmonton Impact. Edmonton Impact scrapped their way through the prelims as well, winning their games. They are down Justin Cornell. They don't have Justin Rabikoff either, or Josh Wimette. So just Josh Wimette, one of the most consistent players, and 2 of their best attackers in Rabikoff and Cornell. But, I mean, that's we're talking about Edmonton Impact here. And you're talking about deep lineups. They have arguably the deepest lineup in the game. And Dave Baines is playing that center spectacularly for them here this weekend, and he is up there right now in this first point against MLKings. And they really need to stop Ryan Greenspan. Edmonton Impact needs to try to isolate Ryan Greenspan, put multiple guns on him, and keep him from pushing down on this D side of the field. He's in D1 right now. We're looking at over the backs of Edmonton Impact. There's Greenspan on your screen, and he's going to launch as the body comes off that center. And Mars gets right up in the center for MLKings, so MLKings looking good here.
Yeah, MLKings looking really good. As Ryan Greenspan is making his way in that Dorito 3, shooting crossfield to put pressure on Impact.
Drops that body, mouse. Alex Goldman dies for Impact, so just 3 bodies left alive for Impact. Here on your screen, you can see Snake 1. And then the next guy is all the way over in the temple. He's shooting Snake side. Yakimek is shooting towards Ryan Greenspan through this lane. And they also have the back corner bunker with Keith Brown.
Yeah, Keith Brown trying to get a shot on Ryan Greenspan. It's so hard to see along the tape with the Doritos. There's almost blind shots through there, but he has to just hold fast and stay alive, Keith Brown, and hopefully Yakimak can get a kill crossfield.
Now Greenspan at the 50-yard line, continuing to push forward.
Yeah, gets a shot on Yakimek in the Snake, so only 2 bodies left alive. It looks like, sounds like the Impact's gonna go ahead and concede the point. You can see the frustration there. The Impact players, Keith Brown and crew, as they run off, knowing that
you can skip that.
Not the way you want to start things off here Sunday morning. So good job by MLKings to control that point. I'd say good shot on Dave Baines. Dave Baines, not someone that's easy to shoot out of a position. He got taken out from that Snake side of the wall, made it up there clean, but I don't know if it was Kyle Spica and the Snake or Mars in that center tower that put a good one on Dave Baines. Here we are, Breakout Spa against Frankfurt Syndicate, breakout with that first point.
There is, looking over the shoulder here for Frankfurt Syndicate, Grossman getting taken out. So 2 bodies drop for Syndicate. They're just not getting a good start to this match. Breakout Spa, still 5 bodies alive for them. And there are the 3 players left alive for Frankfurt Syndicate on your screen in those back spots.
It's Ripple there in Snake 1 with the young players from Syndicate. They lose another player now, Doritos side. Just 2 players remaining now for the German team. Breakout Spa down to 3 as they're pushing. It's Archie Montemayor and Dorito 3. Big push down the center from Bernston. Gets the kill, stays alive, hits the buzzer.
Yeah, nice work by Moritz. And he's going to get looked over by the referee, and it looks like he's clean. Well, we haven't seen the signal yet, but it's another solid point there by Breakout Spa.
Yeah, just doing everything you need to do to be crisp, getting those kills out the break, taking advantage of those losses on their opponent, Syndicate, making those moves. Archie Montemayor again being a force to reckon with over here on the Dorito side as he pushes up Ernst, doing what he does best up the middle and closing in that point out. And you had a full complement of players doing a good job over there. Sheen on the Snake side, easily say right up there with Fedorov in the way he's been playing the Snake over there.
Duchesne's been playing great on that Snake side of the field. So consistent for Breakout Spa. And Syndicate, I really thought they'd get a better start than this, but Breakout Spa kind of shaking off. Again, they won their games in the prelims, but I think shaking off some of the mistakes that they made. And you could just see that their communication, and then really just as soon as they see things go down in front of them, they're really taking advantage of the opportunities. Looks like Ryan Greenspan gets shot off the break, trying to make it all the way to D1.
It was David Baines from back centre that got that lane spot on. He didn't go up the centre this time. Talking about the previous point there, Matty, I think you probably got a bounce shot in there in the sense you can get one off the pins, which will show in a little while if the same thing happens. But as I'm talking, it looks like MLKings have pushed all the way into Snake 4. Yeah, Kyle Spica doing the work.
So just as one of the Dynasty stars dies with Greenspan, here comes Kyle Spica, and he's going to come around. He's going to get one. Nice work by, oh, did he get him? I don't think he shot him right away. Kyle Spica's still alive, though. And that's the body. The body's dropping right now for impact. Dave Baines comes over to try to do damage control, and he does. He's somehow able to stay alive. Dave Baines with the huge fill to the back corner bunker on the Snake side, and we'll see if anybody's picked him up yet. Mars looking for him, and here comes the attack on the D side for MLKings, trying to increase their advantage here and put another point on the board. Dave Baines, though, the stopgap measure in this back corner bunker. He's still alive, though, and they haven't picked him up. They finally pick him up. So nice work by MLKings. And I thought Dave Baines was going to, pull off one of those moves that has made him, a legend out there, but wasn't able to do it.
No, I mean, it was a great move by Dave to, to see that move that Spica made to take out their Snake player, to come out. We've seen that move a couple times now, but unfortunately for the guy that makes that move out to that pin, their survivability goes way down once they get there if they don't leave it and try and make something else happen. They end up getting stuck in that pin. It's usually a desperation move as they've already lost a couple bodies. They do end up taking out the Snake guy in front of them, but generally they're facing superior numbers from the other team, and we saw that happen there in the case of Impact versus Syndicate, or excuse me, versus MLKings.
So here we are in the MLKings pits. Vatos there and Carl Spica. Slava, who's the captain of the team, Ryan Greenspan. And then Mares, tallest player in paintball. I'm going to make a big guess at that.
Skyscraper. He has like 6'6",
Both of
6'7".
Brothers.
Yes.
But that center bunker's perfect for him. They must have smiled a huge smile when they saw that the wall bunker came out in the beginning of the year. Oh, that's awesome.
There's another great wall bunker player. It's Grossman there for Frankfurt Syndicate, number 91. He'll play back center and possibly push up. There is Dirk Grossman. And have Rippel and Kraft playing Snake side.
Well, let's see if Syndicate can wake up, get something going for them, put a point on the board. There's their breakout. It's Grossman coming out, shooting crossfield right away. No one goes out that way for a breakout, a delay move that came up there, so all for naught. Ref running in right there to take out Yushin in the Snake. Looks like he's clean. Archie Montemayor calling that G1 kill for breakout on the Dorito side, so Syndicate losing a body on that Dorito side of the field. See their spread right there. Now we're back over to breakout spot. Oh, get out, back center camera. Nice shooting.
And here comes
Breakout
Breakout again, launching here on the D side of the field. Still 5 bodies alive for Breakout and just 3 for Syndicate. So Syndicate getting a real slow start to this game. They just haven't really looked like themselves. Breakout Spa doing everything right today. And it's weird to say, but that's, Nick, and I'm sure you've been there before. That's kind of one of the good things about having games where you're not quite playing your best paintball, but you're still winning the matches, because then you can go home, do your homework, and figure out those little flaws that you had, and you won enough to make it on, but you're going to be a much better team on Sunday. And I think that's what we're seeing out of Breakout Spa right now.
No, and you're absolutely right. And I think a big contributing factor to that is Todd Martinez.
Yeah, Todd will hold you accountable. You know,
Absolutely.
when you see when we cut to the pits and Todd's yelling at his guys, you see him getting emotional. He's doing that because he cares and he wants the best paintball played, and he expects you to. You know, he's going to hold you accountable. If you make mistakes, he's going to call you on them, and that's just to make you a better paintball player and make the team as good as it can be. And if you have somebody like that, it's a big asset because you know you're going to have performances like we're seeing out of Breakout Spa this year.
Hey, I'd love to have Todd as our coach. It'd be brilliant.
Well, as long as you're okay with getting yelled at and doing push-ups occasionally if you mess up.
It's all good. If only to get better, yeah.
I remember going out when he took over Vicious. We go to so Todd, longtime world champion player for years, and then when he retired because he blew out both his knees, he ended up taking over for Vicious, and they ended up taking top 4 that year overall. And so we go to the first practice, and I walk out, and I got there, you know, after they'd already played a couple sets, and all of them were doing push-ups. As soon as I walked up, the entire team of Vicious was doing push-ups. It was hilarious.
There's Mares there, shooting through the crack of the wall for MLKings. Trying to get some kills, trying to pinch some of the Edmonton Impact players down the pocket.
Yeah, well, Alex Goldman takes that snake 2 on the break and just misses Mars. He makes it way up to the wall, so those two are going to be engaged in the little gunfight. Edmonton Impact, though, over here already in the Dorito 2. So some good penetration off the break by Impact, although MLKings Prague in that Dorito 3. I think that's Greenspan over there.
Yeah, it is Greenspan. Greenspan in D3 and has a player right behind him. Still 5 players alive for Impact, though, but down by 2. A ton of time left, though, 11:09. So we'll see if Impact can get back in this match. There is Greenspan on your screen, who's just been playing phenomenally for the MLKings on that D side. So Nick, it looked like they just decided to ride Greenspan over here as the first attacker, which I think is a smart play by their coach. And whoever the leadership is, looks like Ryan Greenspan, though, now pushing past the 50-yard line, trying to trade out, not able to do it. So nice job by Impact to contain Ryan Greenspan. And now they should have the advantage on this D side of the field. Mars able to make it up there in the center. There's Alex Goldman past the 50-yard line. He takes out Mars. So Goldman trying to, no, Goldman gets shot out too.
Yeah, I guess taken out by Snake 1 from MLKings. I think that's Carl Spicker. There he is there on the screens. Is it? I'm not sure. I don't think it is Carl Spicker. No, it's Stavros.
Yeah, Vatos there. Vatos in the snake. And he's trying to, you know, it's not a lot of players left alive for MLKings. Impact just playing it smart, though. They're slow playing this. They know they have a lot of time. They do not want to squander this point. And if you're out there, this is the way you play points like this. Just because you get up bodies doesn't mean you hit that gas pedal yet. Not when you have 10 minutes to work with. Just because you're down 2 and you're up bodies doesn't mean you need to go streaking down the field. Make sure you win that point, and that's why Impact is, I don't want to say they're slow playing this, they're just playing it really smart. Dave making his way to the 50-yard line, trying to figure out where those bodies are.
Yeah, I go Svatos.
Yeah, past the 50-yard line. Uh-oh, it looks like one of the players for Impact, is that Keith, Nick?
No, he's got a beanie on.
Yeah, man, who is that?
I'm not sure if that's
Is that Zane? That's Zane.
Yeah, so Zane back here.
So Zane, I don't know if Zane got bounced, but it looked like Zane might have got clipped, but ref went in there, checked him out. Looks like he's good to go.
Yeah, he's good to go. As Dave Baines in the come down, polish off the last player for MLKings and put point on the board for Edmonton Impact. So just what Impact needed. You know, I like the move that Ryan Greenspan made. I think unfortunately as he came back in, I think Rainey clipped him in the loader. He really didn't check off on Rainey, who was back there in the corner. Dave Baines, again, Edmonton Impact. They start walking off the field, and Dave turns around and goes, whoa, wait, what?
Yeah, so a little bit of a mistake there by Greenspan, pushing into the guns of Impact and getting taken out here.
Yeah, I don't think he had to make that move. You know,
not
in the
yet.
303
I think he pushed it a little bit too much.
Yeah, they lost Spick on the break. I'm not sure if he was aware of that, but in the position he was in, you know, he was really forcing Impact to put a lot of pressure on him. You know, and he was still able to make that move forward and only get shot then once he overextended past the Dorito he made it to. So not a, you know, I'm sure we'll get him up here at some point and he'll explain his reasoning to us and defend himself.
I'm sure.
So Shelly now, breakout spot, up by 3 against Syndicate.
Yeah, I mean, Syndicate now have got to come. They're coming up to the center to see if they can pinch Breakout on the move. Oh, and Breakout manages to trade through the center. Kraft gets picked, trying to capitalize on that, and Snake too. So they lose 2 bodies already. It's just not working at the moment for Syndicate. Breakout Spar 3-on-2. Let's see if Syndicate can turn this around, but it's very hard to come back with just 2 players alive on this field layout, especially with the way Breakout Spar are playing. Quinton Duchesne being very consistent in Snake, already into Snake 2.
Oh yeah, Breakout's just really playing that mistake-free paintball right now. They have their off-the-break shots dialed in. Syndicate just has no answer for them.
And the towel now thrown by Syndicate. Well, I don't think they had any choice there. I think they need to make it a little bit more of a fight, but with the mercy rule, that just gives it 1 point for Breakout to win the match and go through the semi-finals.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Todd Martinez is very happy with whatever meeting they had yesterday to kind of go over their mistakes and how they're playing today. I mean, I haven't seen one glaring flaw from anyone from Breakout Spot today.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they've lost a couple guys here and there, but nothing crazy, no real big glaring mistakes, and they're just really beating up on Syndicate right now.
Yeah, and their off the break shooting is the best we've seen out of all the CPL teams this morning. So, I mean, they can do that all the rest of this tournament. I'd say they're the favorites to win.
I would not disagree with you. They just, they have to have that confidence. I just hope that those players on the team, regardless of who they end up facing here, if they do continue to, if they end up winning this game, which looks like they're going to against Syndicate.
I like that. Alex Goldman for Edmonton Impact straight into Snake 2 off the break. They also had Rainey Stanchek, and it's like Dave Baines and Zach Yakamak, and maybe Zany Yakamak as well. That's their 5. And MLKings have Ryan Greenspan playing behind now, not pushing Dorito's side. He's locking up their guns.
So Thomas going and playing the 1 this time. But look for, I mean, Greenspan might slingshot past him. We'll see. It's going to depend on what happens. Greenspan now goes out wide as they take Snake 1. There's Greenspan on your screen. Oh, but Ryan getting taken out. No, I'm sorry, there's Thomas. Thomas getting taken out, so now it's just Ryan over here.
Well, Ryan Greenspan, though, doing it right and shooting Zane Yakamak out down that Dorito tape. So there's a trade there, body for body.
Spica's still alive, also for MLKings, and he's in Snake 1. There's Goldman in Snake 1. Actually, Spica's in Snake 2. Goldman is in Snake 1. Goldman on your screen here for Impact.
Yeah, it looks like MLKings lose another player on Dorito's side. Sorry, not MLKings. Yeah, no, it's not MLKings. It's a player running around from MLKings.
I was like,
yeah,
where's
no,
Greenspan? Oh, he's right there.
Greenspan's right there. There's me counting off the players, like G counts.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Mars is up in the center 50 for MLKings. No one up there for Impact. And so 4 bodies alive for both squads, but better field position for the MLKings as the skyscraper Mars is up there in the center.
And if I'm MLKings right now, right, hey, let's just control this game. We're in great position. There's no penetration by Impact on the Dorito side. It's just Alex Goldman there on in the Snake 2, mirrored up with Kyle Spica, and with Mars being in that wall, being able, if he stays posted that way, the round's coming up on 7 minutes left to play in this matchup.
Yeah, that wall slows the game down.
Kings are in really good position here to just kind of knock some time off here.
Well, they also could knock some time off, and since they have the control of the real estate here, it should force Impact, because they are down a point here, to eventually have to make a move. So yeah, bait that trap. And Goldman, one of the most fearless players, most aggressive players out in pro paintball. Now MLKings making a move over from the bunker of death to the stand-up temple in the center, trying to help out Greenspan a little bit, give him so Ryan can move up. Ryan looks like he does want to move up. And there he goes.
So he made the big move from Dorito corner into Dorito 2.
Well, I like the way he ran too, but it looks like Goldman makes his move up into Snake 3. So here comes that move I was talking about, and Goldman's going to try to peek out, but Spica's right up on him. Oh, did he get the drop on Spica? No, he put Spica in though, and then Goldman smartly abandons that and then heads towards the center. He's going to try to get a shot on Mars, and he does. But Greenspan launches.
Wow, what a shot. He backs up and plays the back of the beam to get Mars, who used the pin to block him out should he pop up.
It's a bad death for Mars, though.
Well, I mean, I like Mars. It's just he was outplayed by Alex Goldman there.
Yeah, he
put that pin between himself and Goldman, but Goldman backing up and playing the back of the beam to shoot through that little crack.
Well, Goldman also almost got a shot on the back corner bunker on the D side of the field too. I mean, Goldman's getting crafty over there. And they should know that Snake 3 is hot by now. So the back player here for MLKings really should be putting paint towards Goldman to help out. Yeah, because Spica's going to get run down. So he runs down Spica and stays alive. If Goldman, referee's going to check out Goldman, and that might be
this
a
gonna be
penalty.
a
Ryan
penalty?
Greenspan called that shot, so that is going to be a penalty. Oh, Greenspan is going to lose his mind.
Yeah, but there's still 2 bodies left alive, so it ended up working out, even though, so that's one of those ride or die moments right there for for Alex Goldman. As he makes that move, he does get a penalty, but there's enough bodies left alive for impact. As Dave Baines and Rainey Stanzik smartly following up that play. So it did pull out that other Impact player over there, but they had enough bodies alive to get the point and tie it up here. Well played by Impact, and great job by Alex Goldman, even though he did get that penalty.
Well, he saved the day for Impact to tie
did.
this game up. I mean, in shooting out Mars at the center and then running and bunkering out Spica, and yeah, hey, that's a penalty I'd take. Sure, give me a 1. I mean, again.
It does interest me, though, over here in the Millennium Series with the way that penalties are assessed. It's different than it is in the NXL. So I've seen 2-for-1s assessed on pack hits, but Goldman runs down and gets a 1-for-1. Talk about game-changing moments. That's about as game-changing as it gets right there. He only gets a 1-for-1 for that.
Yeah, I'm with you,
dude. So I don't understand the logic there.
There's none.
So, but regardless, it was still, hey man, if you can make the move, and still, it was a great move by Goldman. I'm not taking anything away from Goldman. I'm just questioning the logic of the way the penalties are assessed sometimes.
No, absolutely, and that run was definitely worth it. The speed of Alex Goldman, you saw the move happen. It was made. Breakout Spa, though, dominating Frankfurt Syndicate. No kills, though, off the break.
No, none at all, but looks like Breakout Spa got the spread. They've got Archie Montemayor in Dorito 2, and they pushed all the way into Snake 2 with Quentin Duchesne, as we've been seeing all weekend. Archie Montemayor is actually playing the back tower.
I was like, that's Archie.
Yeah. But they've got Breakout now have Dorito 3, Archie pushing up into Dorito 1 to support Breakout player. And Frankfurt Syndicate are down a player. It's now 4-on-4, but it's down to 1 point here for the Mercy rule for Breakout Spa. They don't need to rush things with over 10 minutes left on the clock here in the quarterfinals of the Millennium Series Event 2.
Yeah, really don't need to rush things at all, but I can tell by the body language, particularly from Archie. Archie wants to stuff this last point. He wants to put that 5th point on the board here and coast into the semifinals.
Yeah, I would.
So they got a ton of time to work with here. I mean, there's 10 minutes, but Breakout Spa has just completely shut down Frankfurt Syndicate, who's had 0 answer for anything that Breakout Spa has done. They've also hurt themselves by getting penalties, bad gunfights. Frankfurt Syndicate has the potential to be really good. They're just really inconsistent right now.
Yeah, great move onto Frankfurt Syndicate's side of the field. I thought the Breakout player put a shot in on the Snake 1 as the Syndicate player. Doesn't look like it happened, as he is now gunned heads up. You can see Duchesne there on your screen for Breakout playing heads up.
Yeah, Syndicate have the tall tower, Dorito 1 and Snake 1. As Duchesne pushes into the Snake 50, you can see Snake 1 there on your screen, number 28. Syndicate he's going to make a big move now. Did he take Quinton?
Penalty.
Another penalty on Syndicate. And Duchesne's still alive, so it does look like they concede the point.
No, it's a penalty. There's no one left to pull.
Okay. I was like, why would you concede the last point?
Yes.
Well, regardless, I mean, it really didn't matter. I mean, this wasn't much of a game at all. Breakout Spa completely dominating Frankfurt Syndicate here, and Syndicate getting yet another penalty there in the closing moments of that point. But 5-0 is the score, and look at all that time left too. I mean, they did it with the quickness. So they will be advancing to take on the Tauntauns. That should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
And then Edmonton Impact and MLKings here in a much closer match with 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go. And it looks like the refs croning everybody right now.
Yeah, later on today with myfanwagon.com, I'm interested to see what the fans are going to think between Tauntaun and Breakout Spa.
Yeah, and first place is, with Houston Heat, as they advance to the semifinals, Chad Boucher has put up a jersey for the prize, first place prize. So you're going to get a gun and a Chad Boucher Houston Heat jersey if you win. So head to myfanwagon.com or download the app on your phone.
Edmonton Impact having to switch some guns out. Keith Brown comes running on the field. So glad those refs are checking guns. For who knows what. As players say, if you're tuning in with us, only allowed to shoot 300 feet per second. That's around 205 miles an hour. Anything over that, you get a penalty. Refs went out there, checked some guns. Evidently some were violating that rule, so they allowed those players to change their guns out. You see the breakout for MLKings there on your screen. Ryan Greenspan shooting cross field. Looks like he might have got a shot on Keith Brown. Playing the back center, Rainey stands it, getting checked out in the Dorito corner. Mars getting taken out though on his way up there to the wall bunker, as MLKings do lose another player as well. So 2 players down for MLKings,
Great
1 player
shooting.
for Edmonton
That
Impact.
was Zach Yakimak shooting crossfield to get Mares pushing up the middle. So there's that kill that you need wide.
Yeah, Greenspan's still alive though for the MLKings, and he's looking towards Dave. Now he's gonna wrap around, try to get a shot on Rainey. Come back in, look towards that center again. There's Dave looking over the crack. And he's trying to look towards the center of the field, trying to see what angle he has towards the back center, figure out where those bodies are. Now he's gonna post up on Ryan.
Oh,
Dave Baines just smokes Ryan Greenspan. Nice job by Dave Baines again up there in the center.
Yeah, Ryan not knowing that Dave Baines is up at that wall. 1 player left alive.
I think that's either
2 players left alive.
Slatos.
Yeah, it's Slava.
Yeah, Slava. Back corner bunker, he was behind Ryan Greenspan. And there's Kyle Spica also, and Kyle Spica gets torched. So now it's just Slava in the back corner bunker. And he gets taken out as well too. So nice point by Edmonton Impact here to take the lead. MLKings just starting to let it slip away here. But plenty of time to tie this game up with 3:48 to go.
Yeah, only just though. I mean, myfanwagon.com have predicted Edmonton Impact to take this match, but MLKings are looking good. They may still bring it back.
No,
well,
they're looking great. Just, you know, losing Blake Yarber there. Teammate of Ryan Greenspan, sporting that MLKings shirt.
Hey, get ready, get ready. The other game's done.
And Marcelo Margot too.
Get him ready.
So all the Dynasty players over here guesting with their European squads in the pits right now and helping out their teammates on MLKings.
So there's nobody on our side, it was just the back right.
Trying to get them into the semifinals.
I know, I didn't know.
They're going to need to dig deep right here. There's Slava. If you're listening in to their pit.
Hey, we gotta put paint on mouse.
Got to put paint on mouse, Matty.
Yes, always got to put paint on Mouse. Do not let Alex Goldman do what he wants to do on that snake side of the field. And we saw Mouse get contained in the prelims. You know, Mouse didn't have the best prelims for Impact. Wasn't playing bad, but just kind of getting shut down a little bit over there on that snake side of the field. But Mouse right now is the reason they're in this game. Obviously, they did score that last point here to take the lead, but the reason why they were able to tie it up was because Mouse blew open that snake side of the field.
Yeah, it was great. I love the sneaky move. He backed off of Snake 3 to take out Mares in the center, that small crack between the pins. If it had a layout now, we'd point that out to you, but it's not something you'd definitely see if you went to go and walk the field straight away, but that just shows you how professional these players are to pick out those small shots that could happen in a game. And Alex Goldman, with his field awareness, pulled it off. And totally right, Matty, is put the Edmonton Impact where they are now. 3-2 quarterfinals. Here we go.
So Mouse pulling up short right there. Slava takes one to the goggles, essentially off the break.
I think it was a trade here with Rainey.
Zane Yakimak.
Zane Yakimak. Rainey standing at the back there with Zach, Alex Goldman, Snake side, and Dave Baines. Carl Spicker on your screens is Snake 2 for MLKings.
Yeah, so 4-on-4, 3:20 to go, and Kyle Spica in Snake 2, as you're saying, shooting inside, but down by 1 right now, so it is up to the MLKings.
Yeah.
To try to push forward. There's Alex Goldman on the right-hand side of your screen, that insert bunker Snake side. And so Alex just chilling in there, rolling his gun, trying to keep the 2 players honest for the MLKings and the Snake.
Got a feeling it's all going to happen in the next 40 seconds.
Could go, yeah, I mean, we'll see. MLKings, they have to try to do something, as Impact has that lead, and you can see there Spica wants to, you know, he's up on his feet, he's looking, trying to head check out. He's listening, he's also looking back, trying to get some communication, trying to figure out, okay, who's in front of us and which lane are they shooting? Can I make this move?
It's a big move there for Impact, filling into Snake 2. It looked as though it was Alex Goldman.
You can can see
Yeah.
there's Alex Goldman making his way into Snake 2, and he's looking inside. Dave Baines is controlling that lane, keeping Spica from making his move up. Actually, Spica made that move, so Dave wasn't able to get him. So Spica was able to make that move across, and you can see there Dave Baines now going to have to try to control this lane and keep Spica from moving around. Alex Goldman right here on the right-hand side of your screen in Snake 2 also has his gun down that line, so we'll see here. Spica, gun's looking his way, so that means the ball is on Ryan Greenspan right now. Ryan is getting a little froggy in his bunker trying to move up on the D side of the field, but the battle right now could potentially be going down on this Snake side, and Ryan does make his move up. So the more that Ryan can get up and start to put pressure, if he can get out wide and put pressure on Dave, it's going to make things a little bit easier for Spica, but Spica gets run down, and looks like no penalties assessed. So yeah, it's going to be an even trade. Oh, but Dave Baines gets shot out of his bunker. That's a bad death for Dave, and that allows MLKings to make it up. Refilling Snake 3 and getting up to that center 50. Now trying to put the pinch on the last players left alive. Try to tie this game up here. 1:22 seconds to go. You can see MLKings on your screen trying to wrap around, figure out where those last bodies are. Looks like 2 players left alive right now for Impact.
So just over 1 minute left remaining. It's not the overtime point, what it says on the scoreboard there. It's 1 minute remaining of this match.
There's Zach Yakimex.
Yeah, he's pulled into Snake Corner. There's a very small bunker as Ryan Greenspan pushes into Dorito 50.
Yeah, under a minute to go here. And as they're trying to position, there goes Ryan Greenspan, launches on the D side, and here comes MLKings past the 50-yard line in the center as well, trying to run down the last player for Edmonton Impact, and they do. So nice work by MLKings. Going to tie this game up here with probably around 30 seconds. By the time Ryan Greenspan hits, it's going to be 34 seconds. Nice work by Mars up there in the center, and Greenspan again here, relatively unstoppable on this D side all tournament long. Had a little couple hitches in his step there in this game, which is why it's so close. But man, MLKings hanging tough with Edmonton Impact, the best team in the world right now. And up until the last NXL event, had a flawless season, winning every event that they had played in. Finally got taken down by Los Angeles Infamous at the last NXL event in Texas. But right now, MLKings tying this game up, and they very well could. We're probably going to see an overtime period.
Yeah, I see. Unless there are going to be some quick kills on the break in the next point, I think it will be overtime, Maddie. I mean, if there's quick kills on the break, you're going to see 20-second, 25-second point, and then we'll see our winner, but I doubt it very much.
Yeah, and you can see there the fans at home, and rightly so. Impact a huge favorite here, and with the year that they've been having, the past couple of years they've been having, Nick. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Impact has been dominating both circuits over here in Europe and back in the U.S. So they deserve every vote that they get. See Ryan Greenspan in there talking shop.
If I make it to the corner, we're gonna be good. Yeah.
You listen in here.
Yeah.
Hear what they have to say.
You just said we've got to be careful not getting shot off the break.
Yeah,
well, you know, 34 seconds. You know, if you want to take a risk with 1 or 2 guys, I think the big thing here is just no penalties. Don't do anything silly.
Let's listen in real quick.
Put a lot of paint in the center, too.
Let's bait them into a block. All right. Go, guys. Hey, if you shoot one guy after the big push.
Spica, Ryan Greenspan, Mares, the 2 brothers, and Zvatos. The 5 for this last 30 seconds of this matchup. And Edmonton Impact have Dave Baines.
Hey, Kyle, what do we do on the
Zany Yakimak.
Haven't seen Nick Laval play a point yet.
No, Rainy Sanchak.
I thought Nick played pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
The last 2 days, I thought Nick was doing really well. So, Nick Laval.
So most likely, I think we're going to see an overtime period. But you can absolutely score a point in 32 seconds, and also look for penalties too. Penalty could be a swing point here, and they want both teams really going to want to stay away from that. Pocket play from Impact. Oh, Ryan Greenspan tries to get out wide and gets shot out.
Exactly what he didn't want to happen when he was saying that in the pits.
You're right. He said, if I can get out wide, we're going to be golden. And he tries to go out wide. Impact stays in the pocket. They shoot Ryan, and then here comes the attack as they try to launch. Just 10 seconds to go. They get to the 50s. Here comes Rainy Stanzik on the D side. Another body coming off, I think, for the MLKings. Yeah, so just 3 players left alive. They're trying to. I don't think there's going to be enough time. I think you're right, and that is going to do it. So Impact, with those kills on the break, thought for a second that they could potentially win the point and take the game and head to the semis, but no, we are heading to an overtime period.
Yeah, Alex Goldman got taken out on this big move down the snake. I think if he had stayed alive, they might have had that, but no, MLKings too strong on their guns in the center pocket.
So now I'm wondering, with Greenspan getting shot on the break going out wide, I don't think they're going to send him out wide again here for this overtime point. Nick, your thoughts?
You know, it looked like to me like he actually had made it and then got shot in his first engagement. Like he went out right away. Like I watched, I was like, man, Ryan got out there pretty quick. And I was looking at Dave Baines shooting that cross shot from the snake tower that direction. And then Ryan immediately came, and the only reason why I'm saying I don't think he got shot right away on the break is because he came to the tape and shot, and then the ref came in there, and then he was taken out. So I'm thinking that if he would have been shot and then started playing, that would have been a penalty.
Yes.
But again, you know, we can't describe the logic in which penalties are given and assessed here and why.
Well,
so we'll see what happens. You know, we're in the pit there.
Yeah, let's listen in real quick.
Yeah, we need to do it in 30 seconds.
I want you to go beta to, okay?
All right. Yep. Beta shooting snake side.
And then up to the...
Then wait. Then
So a little calm before the storm here.
Well, I mean, so, you know, we heard them say earlier, we got to put a gun on Alex Goldman, right? And you bet your sweet boppy that Alex Goldman's going to be out there this next point. And we've seen him take the snake 2 on the break. We've seen him pull up short, but, you know, as we heard Ryan Greenspan giving Mars there, hey, I want you to go to beta, and then it seemed like he said up, you know, and he said, okay, go there shooting snake side. I mean, I would almost look at, hey, who's out there? The same 5 that Impact's having, you know, looks like Impact keyed up on Ryan Greenspan. I would key up on, let's say, Alex Goldman. I'd put that extra gun over there on the snake side. I'd throw Mars up either right away or a quick secondary up there to the wall, shoot at Alex Goldman, and then look to check off on Dave Baines, who's been playing the back center towards the snake side of that tower. And Mars, being tall enough as he is, you can stand up tall in that W, in that wall bunker, and shoot that tower player. You know, and we saw Dave Baines get caught the other day making that delay up the middle by a great shot. It escapes me who they were playing when that happened, but...
Well, and on the flip side, with Impact, I mean, they don't have their 5th body out yet, so it looks like it's Zane Yakimek, the Yakimek brothers, Zane and Zach, Dave Baines and Rainey Stanzik, and yep, you are right. Of course, they're going to send out Alex Goldman.
Yeah, Keith Brown and Nick Laval not getting any. Well, Nick Laval not getting any spins at this point in this match, and Keith Brown only playing 1 or 2.
So the overtime point here for the quarterfinals, we're going to see the battle of the giants, Dave Baines and Mares in the center.
Yeah. So,
Well,
and I'm wondering, I mean, are they going to send Dave up to the center? I think.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, you think
reckon
so?
so.
I mean,
Yeah.
Impact typically goes with a conservative breakout in these do or die spots right here because they really feel their gunfighting abilities are going to, you know, win the day. But no, they're going to send Dave Baines all the way up into the center.
Yeah, there is
Off the
this
break.
is the giant battle in the middle.
Yeah, so here's Mars over the top with Dave Baines coming low. Who's going to be the first to go? Dave Baines both looking in. Mars is going to come around and take him out. Dave Baines begging for a penalty, not going to get it, so they trade.
Dave lucky there.
You're lucky he didn't get a penalty.
You know what? I got one of those.
Dead man talking.
But on the chaos there, Alex Goldman, and this is why Alex Goldman is always such a dominant presence in this snake. As soon as he sees anything go down, man, he makes his move, and he gets into snake 3. So the more aggressive player takes that advantage. Now in snake 3, 4 bodies left alive for both these squads right now. MLKings, though, with a little bit more conservative line spreading across field.
You know, I was impressed at MLKings. They decided to go to snake 2 on the break. You know, that's a big run, running left-handed into the right-handed shooting guns of Edmonton Impact. Ryan Greenspan has a buddy over here on the Dorito side as Zane Yakimak makes his way into the Dorito 3. So good penetration over here and on the snakes in the Dorito side and the snake side for Edmonton Impact, who have better field position. Again, both teams.
Oh, Rainey Stanzik is begging for a kill, and he gets it. Nice work by Rainey, but then Ryan runs down Zane. And so bodies dropping for both sides still, though. Looks like
Zach Yakimak and Rainey Stanzik.
And 3 bodies alive right now on the field for Impact. I think MLKings have, I think they only have 2 bodies left alive.
Yeah, you see on your screens.
Kyle Spica in the bunker of death.
Yeah, two bodies left alive. You can see the back corner bunker on the D side, and then also right here in what we've been calling the bunker of death here. So overtime period, a little advantage right now for Edmonton Impact.
Alex Goldman in snake 3. And you've got Rainey here in Dorito corner not making any big moves. You've got Zach Yakimak backing up. Alex Goldman in Snake 3 is also...
Well, Shelly, go over the rules of what happens in overtime if time expires.
Well, it's a flip of the coin.
Well, if all bodies are dead, right? In this case,
right now Impact will win.
Impact's going to win because they have one, I think, bodies and two Alex Goldman's the farthest down the field.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it's body count first.
You know,
it almost goes down to like one-on-one rules.
Alex Goldman takes out Slava in the corner, so it's a 3-on-1. There you have that matchup on your screen. Kyle Spica versus Alex Goldman. 3-on-1. It's not looking good here for MLKings. As Randy Stanzik makes his way down the field. Here comes Mouse. We're going to take out Kyle Spica.
Well, a hard-fought battle by the MLKings. They did take Impact to overtime, but Impact, you know, they always find a way to win. Not always, but more often than not.
In comeback. You know, MLKings is winning 2-0.
They're such a hard team to beat. You know, every single one of those guys is incredibly experienced. They've won lots of tournaments, and they've been time and time again in the deepest of the deep water that you can get in pro paintball, and this is why they don't make many mistakes. You know, they don't get rattled. You know, they somehow find a way to make those moves. And there's Slava and Ryan Greenspan.
Then I told you. You told the Doritos 3, I told you I can shoot Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't shoot. I can't even hear what you're saying, honestly.
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's just frustrating right there for the MLKings to get this far, to take Impact, to be up on Impact and almost win that game. You know, so another disappointing turn of events here for MLKings, and you know, they had a frustrating one in the first event in Barcelona with some heartbreakers in overtime, and yet again taking the best team in the world into overtime and just not able to get that victory here. So congratulations to Breakout Spa. They advanced to play the Tauntauns in the semifinals, and it's going to be Edmonton Impact and Houston Heat as Ryan continued to lose his marbles there in the pits. So we're going to head to a short break. We're going to be back here after our lunch break. So stick with us here, GoSports.com. Millennium Series, second stop on the tour here, Bitburg, Germany, European Masters. We'll be back.
So see you at 12:30. Back up for the second. Thank you.
Here comes Greg Sewers to hit 2 seconds left. Kyle Spica stuffs the last player for Dynasty. Slams home that buzzer.